I want you to take a look at this picture. You see a Jewish woman that's being chased by who actually? Boys with clubs? These sure aren't Nazis. This photo was taken during the Lviv pogrom, 1941. An event being surrounded by controversy, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Hey, if you're new to this channel, welcome to History Hustle. I'm a history teacher hustling history from the most interesting historical places in the world. Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to join the hustle. Let's start. Now, Lviv had its fair share of pogroms. In the beginning and after the First World War, anti-Semitism was very prevalent here in this region. Now, after the First World War, the city came under Polish control. In August 1939, Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, where spheres of influence were decided, and the eastern part of the Second Polish Republic had to become part of the Soviet Union. And so it happened. 1 month later, the Nazis invaded Poland from the west, and the Soviets did so from the east, annexing Lviv. Then, in June 1941, the Nazis invaded the Soviet Union with Operation Barbarossa. Soviet Secret Service troops, the NKVD, that were stationed here in Lviv, retreated. But before doing that, they massacred thousands and thousands of political prisoners, both Polish and Ukrainian. When the Nazis occupied the city and family members rushed to the prisons to look for their loved ones, they found them dead, and people were in shock. Now, I want to point out the concept of Judeo-Bolshevism. According to this idea, Jewry is linked with communism, the Soviet Union. In other words, the NKVD prison massacres were the fault of the Jewish people, and they had to pay for it. The first pogrom was organized right after the Nazis came in by German death squad Einsatzgruppe C, together with the Organization of Ukrainian Nationalists, the OUN. Ukrainian militias that later would be drafted into the Ukrainian auxiliary police dragged Jews out of their houses. Some of them had to clean the streets, others were taken to the NKVD prison to clear up the bodies, others were publicly stripped naked and being chased and beaten. Not only Ukrainian militias took part in these atrocities, also people from the crowd and even children, as you can see on these horrifying images. Shortly after, the Einsatzgruppe organized another pogrom, and at the end of July, yet another pogrom was carried out by the German Einsatzgruppe with list provided by the OUN. Later that year, in November, the Lvov ghetto was established to intern the remaining Jewish people from Lviv. The total death toll of the pogroms in June and July 1941 comes down to 6,000, but estimations vary, also the degree in which Ukrainians were involved. I highly recommend, therefore, you do some research of your own and let me know in the comments what you think of it. If you want to know more about the OUN, you can check out this video that I made of that. Thanks for watching. Until next time.